All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is Wednesday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live on January 12th. It's fucking cold as shit outside. It was Ruby's birthday yesterday, so you all know we were celebrating hard. That's why there is no show
Lots
because,
of puppuccinos. Lots and lots of puppuccinos.
yes, sir, Ruby's number one out there. You guys can hate all you want. You're wrong.
Greatest dog ever.
As usual, the show is sponsored and powered by PickCity.com. Make sure to be checking out at PickCity on Twitter as well. And the show is also powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Make sure to be checking them out while their January special is still going on. On today's episode of Daily Bread, hoops centric like you expected. Start off with college, head into the NBA. We are currently live on the Daily Bread Media Twitter page, so make sure to give us a like and a retweet there. And we're also live on the Daily Bread Media YouTube page, the spot to be because we got people in the waiting room right before the show was live. You can be featured, drop whatever you want, make fun of Sosa, tell us how good our bets or how bad they are, whatever the hell you want. The chat is the chat.
Yes, sir. Oh man. Ready for I'm as you can see, all I'm really focused on and ready for is football. But we do have to get through the week with content. So here I am. Here I am. With all the bets for the people. Should be a wonderful, wonderful night in the NBA. And college hoops. Obviously, it's a huge slate. I see Duke having some issues where Coach K might not show up tonight. He might not be coaching. That's interesting. Um, I'm trying to think. John Morant is that guy. Just getting through what from last night. What we learned. John Morant is that guy. It's really no discussion. Um, Top five or nothing at all right now. And if y'all want to debate that weekend next week, um, but yeah, you saw Ja go up against Steph Curry last night, get a dub at the crib, obviously. And yeah, that was my biggest takeaway from last night. That and Devin Booker acting like a bitch because of a mascot behind him. That was so corny.
Yeah, he
But
was like,
hey,
oh,
man,
the
these
little inflatable huge ass thing was fine, but the human one, that's the one he had the issue with. It is what it is. Rory, we know you're a Dookie, but we'll save the Duke roast for when we get into that part of the show. Trying to
fact.
think, Auburn had a nice win last night at Alabama, so Bama dropping back to back games. I guess not too hot down there. Think they'll both be able to turn it around.
Shout out to oh man, hold on. The Kardashian. Come on, man. He got to the finals. What you want him to do?
Yeah, Bi had a nice buzzer beater shot with like zero point 0.3 seconds left. Technically,
Game
we
winner
got
for
Inter
sure.
about to go into extra time with Juventus, so I'll be sweating that, looking off to the side. So if I'm doing that, and then Roddy made his appearance on the Daily Bread Media channel on Paid for Play, and Georgia got the natty. So Roddy, don't want to say you're welcome, but you're welcome.
Yeah, we clearly
If he
made the
wasn't
way
on
with
it,
good
Bama
luck.
probably would have won. It's as simple as that.
Yes. Also, if you were watching Paid for Play on Monday, Rex called a defensive touchdown for Georgia.
They
It
had
was
two,
like
but they
plus
tried to take one back.
plus 500. The fucking we thought we had it in the first, and then we had to sweat till the fourth to actually get it. So it was it's a pretty dope undertaking on Monday. Obviously, I was on Bama. Thankfully, the props took care of me, held me down. With Brock Bowers scoring a touchdown as well. So, um, yeah, we're getting what we want to get into first today.
Let's get into the college hoops. We got a bigger slate, and a big NBA slate tonight. So we'll probably get you out of here in about 25 minutes. It's 4:45 on the East Coast. So the West Coast guys throwing those earbuds at work. Right. If you're just going to, I mean, the chat's the chat, but if you're just going to keep yelling Georgia stuff, we might ban. No, I'm just kidding. We'll never ban you, Roddy. Make sure to like and sub to us. We are about 80 subs away on YouTube from giving out 250 bucks. Yes, you heard that right. 250 bucks cash app. You can ask Dan Washington and the four other guys we gave out the 100 bucks to when we hit our first 100, 200 and so on subs. $280 away from $1,000. So $250 coming your way. Make sure to get that.
True. Also, make sure you guys check out the Players Ball podcast. Roddy just dropped a new episode earlier today.
College hoops time. Let's get into it. If you missed us live on Spaces today, sorry about that. We ran for an hour. Make sure to be checking those out. But the first play we got lined up today, which was not given out in that Spaces, is an under 144 at minus 110. That's coming at you in the Cincinnati versus East Carolina game. So this has some line movement towards the over here so far, and I don't give a hell. We got to the top where it peaked. We like the under here because I personally like this game right where it opened, potentially even lower at 138. Neither of these teams play with pace, and you've seen Cincinnati's offense is very stagnant while their defense is top 50. So I expect their 2-point defense to be holding it down here against ECU, who is very poor from there. And ECU relies on the threes greatly here, and Cincinnati are allowing teams to only shoot 30%. Since he's in the crib, coming off a tough loss against Memphis. So this is where I like the under 144 here. The spread a little too high for my liking, but hit that under there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We made mention of it earlier, and I'm going to get into this immediately. Duke versus Wake. Wake at the crib. I really don't care that Shire's the guy coaching. People have attempted to talk me off of this already, but I'm on Wake Forest first half plus 3.5. No Coach K tonight. We all know that Coach K has a whole season of losses that he doesn't really have on his record because he got sick once. His presence matters. I know John Shire's the coach in waiting. I think that the three factors: home crowd, energy, and referees keeps the game close. I like Wake. I think Wake's a lot better than people are giving them credit for. I mean, they haven't really played anyone. Their schedule has been pretty shitty. But I just at the crib, home energy. I like them to. I like Wake Forest to keep it close first half, maybe even win the first half. Plus, first half spread is at plus 3.5, minus 116. I love this is my favorite play in college basketball tonight.
Yes, this angle here. I mean, Char could have the scared as well. I doubt he's scared. He's coming in next season. He'll be ready. But Wake, it's hard to disagree with here. Even with K, I don't know how much it matters. The 6 seems to be extremely disrespectful. And yes, this is the ultimate Duke bounce back spot after losing outright to Miami. But it might take a little bit to get there. So I'm
we got a young team too, a young Duke team who we've already seen go on the road and lose to a team that has inferior talent. We've already seen it this year when they went and played Ohio State on the road. They tricked that game off. They were up. I think they were up like 7 or 8 with like 3.5 minutes to go, and they still lost the game. So I personally am rolling with Wake Forest tonight. What is your next one?
All right, next play we got coming at you. Also not one given out in the Spaces, so that's why I tune into Daily Bread and tap in for Spaces because we got some nice action on the court tonight, so I'm going a little bit crazy. But Sosa, I know you'll like this angle here. I want it to go. I can't trust the full game over here, but I can trust Michigan State to score over 74.5 points tonight. Or 75, depending where your book has it at. One's at minus 120, one's at minus 110. So you know we're going with the over 75 at minus 110. Minnesota, they're not at the crib. They're finally getting exposed. Sparty's rolling right here. Their last 5 games, their average points is going over 75 easily here. I just think this one could be a little too good to be true. I don't trust Minnesota's defense because their metrics are saying that the 3-point defense is where they're winning it at. That's where Sparty's going to eat on the inside tonight. And I just think they'll get second chances whenever they want. They could cover this big spread, but I think they get over 75 points.
Let's get it. Sparty, you know I'm never gonna bet against my guy Tom Izzo. Best coach in college basketball history for me. So he's got my endorsement anytime it's at home in East Lansing. Expect fireworks and expect it from his team. So
And then one last play to give out the people, and then we'll cover the Xavier game and then the LSU game and any other ones you want to get into. But we got one last play, and then we'll talk about the two big ones. Road dog here. You can take them at the +2. I'm taking them on the money line tonight, and I'm backing Georgia Tech at +110 going into Boston College. So both of these teams are on pretty bad losing streaks, and they're both towards the bottom of the ACC here. So this could be the turnaround part of their season, and I'm backing the team with the superior defense here by a wide margin with the Jackets. Sure, Georgia Tech isn't going to have to rely on getting the second chance points because that's what Boston College does the best. And the one part where they're extremely weak at is 2-point offense and 3-point defense. So I just think that's a recipe for a disaster with Michael DeVoe. I expect him to get me 20 plus tonight and a win on the road to get the season back on track.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I wish I could find a good book with player props because DeVoe 20 plus is easy tonight for him.
I agree.
All right, let's get into Xavier. Nova opened that as a favorite 1.5 tonight. Flipped to Xavier laying -1.5. So in the long run of it, doesn't think it really matters. Total 137.5. Xavier looking for payback after a 13-point loss right before Christmas. In a pick'em game here, what are you liking? Because I don't have a play on the side.
Y'all, you know, I usually I'm on the Jay Wright train. I always rock with him, but I think that I'm just going to stick to what's made us money in Nova games, and that's the under. I think Nova plays a demonstrative style of basketball, slows it down. I think they contest everything from Xavier. They make it ugly. They keep it close. I think the game goes under. Oh, I had it at 139.5. It's down 2 points to 137.5, but I still like the number. I think, like I said, I think it's a game that is dictated by pace. And I think that Nova will dictate that. And I think the game will be slow, demonstrative, and ugly. That's my firm expectation in this one.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. A lot of people like Xavier tonight. I personally would be backing Nova here in this spot, but in a true toss 'em and pick 'em game, you're going to get at least a +3, if not better, in each side there. So I would wait to bet this one live. I don't think a team's going to start coast to finish here. Nova was able to dictate the pace in that first game, and the biggest issue with what caused Xavier problems the last 2 games is they aren't defending the paint whatsoever. They've had their worst 2 games defensively where both teams Nova shot 21 for 34 and Butler shot 23 for 35 for the 2 points. And that's just basically because Fremantle, he's not a threat for the end side. Nunji, think this could be a good game for him because Nova lacks that true center on the inside. So that's where I like your angle of the under here. We'll be seeing.
First time they played it went under as well. Just throwing out there. The game finished under 130.
Yeah, it was 71-58 was the last game.
Yep. So I think it's, like I said, it's based on pace, and I think I think Nova dictates that.
Yeah, I just think Nova has the guards that can handle Xavier's pressure. And that's the biggest thing where Xavier is going to be able to outclass most of the other teams that they face in that perspective. They're not 12-2 for no reason. I just think Nova with Gillespie there, they have the pedigree to be able to withstand it. Let's get to LSU going into the swamp tonight. Got up to +3 so far. everyone's favorite dog of the night seems to be LSU. So is it a trap?
Will Wade is not my guy. I picked him to win the other night. Took care of business. LSU team can match talent with anyone. However, Florida performs so much better at the crib in SEC games. Winning road games in conference is tough.
You want what makes it a little bit tougher? Xavier
Sure.
Pinson being out for LSU as well, their point guard.
Absolutely, not a good look. I'm inclined to take Florida with the points, man. Like I think that'd be the smarter look in my opinion. But LSU may just be so much more talented, regardless of having the point guard out, that they could just run them out the gym. So it's a two-way street. I have nothing on it, but I wouldn't fault you if you took LSU or Florida here. If you took LSU, I understand why. If you're taking Florida and home with the points, I also understand why.
Yep. My biggest thing here is Pinson. I mean, he's been the cog of the offense. Gaines, I guess, might get the start, and his replacement tonight. And that's just kind of where LSU likes to play with that pace. All the guys can handle it pretty well, but Florida may try to press it. And without your true point on the road, I'd like just to see a little bit of the game before maybe locking in anything there. It pains me to say it, but I do lean the under 138 or 139 here. LSU does have the top defense in the nation, and Florida's boasting just as one as well. So that's kind of where, if you had to say I had to make a play on it, I'd lean towards the under.
All right, yeah.
All right. He liking TCU +4. You got it. Nothing but Verde saying if you got them, drop it on the LSU money line. It's only +143. It's not the craziest money line. That pretty much wraps up the big games for today. I saw somebody drop the Notre Dame as well. Sosa, we went a little long on college hoops. Sorry about that. Let's get to the NBA action.
Oh no, it's no big deal. I got a few plays tonight, 4 to be exact. A couple of them are repeating ones that I've bet already that have won us money. The first one is going straight to the Boston Celtics versus the Pacers. And we're going to go with Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes. This is a bounce back spot for both guys. So I like Jaylen Brown and I like Jason Tatum to both get 3 threes tonight. The other night, the entire team shot the ball terribly. I expected a bounce back. If I'm getting both of them at plus money, I think they both get the number tonight. Not worried about the perimeter defense from Indiana. I think they both ball out tonight.
All right, can't disagree with that one there.
So you could throw those together. I'm also on in the 76 in the 76ers 76ers Hornets game. I'm doing a half unit bet on LaMelo Ball to get a double-double at plus 195. I think that they have the makeup to give Philadelphia problems. They gave us problems twice where we beat them. They gave us problems twice without LaMelo when they were going through the whole COVID situation there. I think and then the backup point guard was able to play very well. I think that LaMelo plays very well here in this spot. I think he ends up with like 10 assists. Might be triple-double status, but I think he balls out tonight. I think it's a LaMelo Ball night. Just calling my shot on that one.
LaMelo. It is what it is with that one. I like other stuff that I'm trying to put my money on him tonight.
That's fair. I have.
What about the big game? Brooklyn versus the Bulls.
Over. I like the over tonight. Over tonight. I like Kyrie's points, and I like the over at over 236. And I'm rolling with Kyrie's points as long as he's playing. His numbers are his props aren't up right now.
I was about to say, going back to trust. I mean, I like the Bulls here as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, the team's a scoring machine. They're efficient as fuck. They got a
Brooklyn's still
bench.
yet to cover in January.
They have a bench, bro. Like they're not just they have a bench. They like that. This Chicago team's good. It's just a matter of we're going to say experience because outside of DeRozan, like Vucevic, not really never tested in the playoffs. Lonzo neither. Levine, no. You know what I mean? It's like none of them have been playoff guys. So
Nope. And the one spot that does support the Bulls angle here, if trends mean anything to you and the over, because these are both the over and the Bulls covering are both 5-0 in this situation. And it's when the home game and the total is higher than 220. Bulls are 5-0 ATS and to the over.
they've also scored 130 points in regulation 6 times this year.
You think that happens by mistake?
Fucking insane, man. They can run it up in a hurry.
So Sosa, spider senses went off here, but I don't know if we can do it. Your main angle is present tonight, but not many players on the Jazz are. At home under 10.
Is Donovan's back tonight, right?
Let me see.
Back tonight.
I'm not too sure. I didn't see anything that said yes or no.
No Gobert. No Gobert still. So in that Utah game, the easiest play is Hassan Whiteside double-double. I guarantee he gets a double-double. It's like a minus 210. Combine Hassan Whiteside and Luka Doncic double-double. I'm giving out a lot of plays today. Luka Doncic double-double and Hassan Whiteside will get you the plus money. They both should have stellar games tonight.
Everybody's on the Cavs. Steve, I'll trust you there.
Everyone's on the Cavs.
Really?
I mean, they've been a really good team this year.
I know they've been a really good team, but
yeah,
but they only go to Utah once a year, man.
That's not still Utah at the crib.
I would once a year.
I would lean that way.
Fuck it.
236 only looks high, bro. Those teams run it up. I mean, you're talking about the over in the game that I bet.
No, LaMelo hate Mo.
236 isn't a lot, bro. Think about this. Think about this. Chicago has scored 130 points 6 times in regulation. That would mean that they could put up 130. You don't even need 110 from the other team. Both teams are going to score. Both teams are going to run it up. I think the game goes over. It's going to go one way. Even in this sort of matchup, even if you have 1 quarter of low scoring, it can easily turn and teams just go back and forth. You're going to get a shit ton of free throws, and you're going to get a really fast-paced ball game.
Yep. I'm doing Jazz -5, -110 here. Add it for the 4th play of the night for me. I'll recap the college hoop plays if you tapped in late, but Sosa, I can't. You've taught me you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink or whatever the fuck that saying is. That's what I'm doing with this one. So we've had the respect angle. That's the water angle there.
Let's get it. Also, I would not be surprised if the Lakers win tonight. They're playing a team with a losing record. They only beat those.
Against a team that hasn't made the playoffs before the iPhone.
Yeah, well, they haven't won a game against a team with a winning record since November 10th. So if they're playing a team with a bad record, there you go. Spencer Dinwiddie over 17.5. I like it. Casper's first quarter road team in the league right now. Take it. Yeah, I agree. The Cavs have been solid all season.
Yeah, but they were. I did fact check it for nothing but Verde said they are 2-8 or 1-9, depending what numbers you look. Their last 10 ATS.
I also have one last play. It is Al Horford points, rebounds, assists. It's PRA over 17.5 at -120. Should be easy. Over 17.5 PRA for Al Horford at -120. Monk over 17.5. I love it. Monk's on a tear right now. He's been balling. Listen, all of Whiteside's props are still on the board. How if he's in COVID, why is everything for him?
They just
on the
haven't
board?
adjusted yet, man. Folks can just take in your money.
Yeah,
and
they got
refund
his
it.
rebounds over 12.5. Still, they have everything still on the fucking board. Is that like what?
Other than that, Sosa. Tomorrow, we got the usual. Just trying to think about anything else. Got a hockey play?
Nah, man, I'm staying away from hockey. I know I got to come up with like 7 plays for this tournament tonight because I forgot 2 days ago that God played.
I told you I just have 7 in the Diamond Club, so you can get them all there.
Yeah, well, that's a great place to start. But yeah, that's all I really have for today. The NBA has got a hell of a slate tonight. It's a lot of opportunities, a lot of money to be made. But other than those 5 that I really love, that's all I'm doing on the show
Bruins.
today.
All right, we got a shout out for the Bruins tonight from Dougie. He's dropped some winners in here before.
That's a fact.
Cliff coming in here, so he was going to find his way to talk smack to you.
I ain't worried about that, man. Nobody worried about the Cowboys.
All right, hockey's over. The over since the restarts happened, those have just been cash money at this point, man.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And it's been fun hockey to watch, except for the Flyers kind of suck, but their overs are hitting crazy too, so it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
All right, basically going to wrap us up for tonight. To recap my college hoop plays I gave out, if you weren't here, it's the Georgia Tech money line at plus 110, the Cincy ECU under 144, and Michigan State team total over 75.
Let's get it.
Probably not going to be profitable, but you can have fun doing that.
Okay, the rest of my life.
Make sure to give us a like. Give us a subscribe, because once we hit 80 more, tell your friends to get there. We're giving out $250. We do it live on the show. You've seen us do the raffle. So get in there. Until next time, we'll catch you all later. Hey, Mo.